Hello, everyone. So my name is Ivan Vinchenko, and I will be your guide today for the house repair and line show and share for the Sprint 7 Beta Phase 2. And today is 30th of August 2022. So let's start. May we have the next slide, please? So just to remind everyone what this show and share is and for what reason we have it here. Show and share provides an opportunity for the team to celebrate and they have achieved demo work their software, share the information on the progress made, and most importantly, give our collaborators and the supporters the opportunity to give their feedback and ask the questions. Next one, please. What we're going to cover today. Unfortunately, it's not so much, but it's a good progress anyway. So we cover who is in the core team, our vision, the sprint progress we made, the next sprint and our focuses, and your question session at the end. The next one. Yeah, who we have in the core team? We have a Christian McIntosh, who is a product owner for Newark and Shadwork. Paul Clemson, who is a lead delivery manager from the Maytech, and I'm presenting him today. So it's a little bit different face. Pavesh Patel, lead engineer from the Maytech. Dave Richardson, ICT and digital service business manager from the Newark and Sherwood. Sonia Lewis, digital system analyst from the Newark and Sherwood. Rainy Fajo, engineer from the Maytech. Steve Turner, solution developer from the Newark and Sherwood. Mesa Kononi, engineer from the Maytech. Andrew Doby, digital system analyst, Newark and Sherwood. Agnieszka Zbikowska, senior engineer from the Maytech. Mark Warner, senior engineer from the Maytech as well, and Catherine Diaz, engineer at Maytech. Next one, please. So our vision for the entire product is design and build the reusable and accessible online repair and reporting tool that requires no login and residents prefer to use as meets their need. A tool that integratable and a various scheduling system through the open, scalable, and accessible APIs, enabling the tool to be adopted for the local authorities across the UK. So this is our sprint and what we made progress on today. So this is ongoing work on accessibility changes in the service page to meet the VCAG 2.1 AA standard web accessibility. This is the legal requirements for us, and any service facing the public need to inherit and compliant with a WA standard. So we've done the validation on page completely. So every input from the user will be checked for validation, and the right information is input by user. If something goes wrong, the user will be notified about what we expect or what the system expects to be input in. We finished implementing the Key Vault in Azure and as well the implementing masking for the secrets to improve the security and eliminate the security vulnerability is our known security risk, which we mitigate in the system, and we should not have this occur anymore. As well, we had a meeting with the NAC, who is known as a Northgate previously, to find out our potential integration possibilities and the approach. So the goal here was to find out what we as a team can do to make sure we easily can replicate the integration with the NAC. So any local authority who potentially work or to work it in or will work with the NAC in the future may be easily integrated into this service. So we found out that this interesting approach they took. So anyone who wants to develop with them something, they need to have like pass the security audit from them. They can provide like a development playground for us and provide a documentation, but beforehand they won't know what's the scope and what our goal they want to achieve. We want to achieve. So it's not like somebody's like providing you any playground you can work. Nobody cares. They really care about the security and the time frame potentially for everyone. Will using their sandbox should expect about like in a week to be up and running and pass the security audits and provide them the information they really want. So this is our progress on the current sprint. May I have the next slide, please? So our next focus as will be keeping creating the Azure function to read and insert the address data into the database, and as well to set up the housing management API to pull the real address data from the database. So in our MVP build, we will have the real data. We can test the real data flow about the addresses. So as well, we carry on with accessibility changes to service page to meet AA standard. It will be less focused because the majority of them being done on the current sprint. So as well, we need to set up the GovNotify for the live MVP service. It's just the requirements for the go live, when the tenants will get a notification from this service. And the stretch goal for us is upgrade the APIs from .NET version 5 to .NET version 6. So it will improve the security and performance as well. Yeah. So in general, this is our focus. What do we have next? So Christian, any words from your side about the engagement with the project?
So as always, you can engage with us via the website. The details are on the presentation here. Also really interested to hear from people that have got an interest in potentially participating in future, still after feedback on the actual on the prototype as well. So if you haven't yet requested the prototype details that we currently have, please do get in touch with me. I've got various days of leave this week, but please do reach out and we'll get the details to you as soon as possible. Love to hear your feedback on it, give you a chance to play, what would work well for you within that prototype, what areas would you improve, or what additional bits would you like to see in it. This is partly as well because we are considering what we need to do beyond this phase. The current phase ends November-ish, so we're already starting to think about, well, what comes next? What else do we actually need to develop so that the service and the tool can actually work for the most amount of councils possible? So at the moment, we've got a few voices, but we'd really love to hear a much bigger range of voices so that we can build it and make sure that it's developed with other people in mind. It's not just serving a really small area of the market. So please do get in touch. And more than happy to share details of the prototype with you. So please request them or get them sent over, and we'd love to hear your feedback on any of the, either on the prototype or just thoughts on the general direction. Or sort of if you want to sort of even just get involved in what we're looking at next and what development priorities we should have. Again, that's something that's going to start coming up soon in the next few weeks and month plus. So again, if you'd like to be involved with that as a small commitment to have a bigger say in the project, again, please let us know. I'm more than happy to extend those invites out. So the blog post will go up today with the link to this, but other than that, it's probably a case of, yeah, just keep reaching out if you want to get in touch with us. I'm more than happy to hear from people and have discussions. Also really interested, as Ivan said, to, if any councils are running NEC or even other software solutions or alternative scheduling software, but you're still interested in this, again, please reach out, because actually we want to know what you're using, again, so that we can actually develop the tool so it works for everyone.
So any questions? So this is the section we have for your question and Q&A session. Anyone, please? Total silence. Okay, if I have nothing, so thank you everyone for joining this session and see you soon.
Thank you.